Well, hello. Welcome in, coconuts. I hope you guys are doing well. Special shout out to the YouTube crew who are watching the replay. I hope you guys are having a great day as well. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Now I'm like spooked by that last time when you guys couldn't hear me. So I'll wait for people to trickle in because today is a poll day. Okay, I hope you guys got your rest. I hope you guys started thinking and brainstorming what the vibe is gonna be because it's all in your hands. Okay, this is your responsibility. I took us this far. The skin is at least skinning, and we're gonna get started once everyone starts trickling in. We're going to go in order. We're going to do hair first. And that will include the brow because that's a big chunk of the picture and will definitely dictate how the rest of the picture goes. Okay? So you guys can start brainstorming as people start to trickle in. It's a big decision, so I want to make sure there's enough people in here to participate. Let me move this up so I can see how many people are in here. Once we get to, I was going to say 300. We're at 300. Okay. Look at that. You asking, you shall receive. Emerald already, giving us the positive word. This is going to be amazing. And is. You guys are going to do a great job. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the poll for the hair. So let me get my paper and everything in order so I can write down the suggestions. If you're writing a suggestion right now, you're going to have to write it again because I'm not looking. Give me 1 second. Oh, I should put my heated pad on. Y'all know I'm going to need it. All right. I got my paper. I got my... Do I want to write with this? I don't want to write with my good colored pencil now. All right. So, I see you guys were still putting colors, even though I told y'all to wait. A for effort, F for listening skills. Let's get into it. Hair. Brown with highlights. What else? If I already wrote down brown with highlights, say something else or wait for the poll. Red. Black. Emerald burgundy. We'll do red/burgundy. All right. I saw blue and I thought y'all thought we were talking about something else because I see emerald keep happening. But y'all know we're talking about the hair, right? Y'all talking about emerald or dark green hair? Okay. Dark orange. Hair. We're voting on hair. All right. Orange/ginger. Okay. Burgundy's already on the list. Ginger's already on the list. All right. We're going to do the poll with these ones. Because y'all are saying stuff that don't make sense. Okay, so I'm going to do the poll. Hopefully you guys know how the polls work on this app. If not, ask a coconut cousin in the chat. Hair color. So first up, we got brown with highlights. That was a big contender. I think that's the one to beat. And then, oops. Then we have red/burgundy. Put in that. Then we have black. Not blackout. It's hard to type when I can't really see my screen. Blue. And lastly, orange/ginger. We done gingered this coloring book to death. But, you know, what can I say? All right. The poll is under review. Why is the poll under review? I didn't say nothing bad. Hair color. Okay. Poll is live. Poll is live. It is up in this corner. Do you see the poll? It's right there, little icon. If you vote in the comments, it ain't good for nothing. Okay, this one is in volume 5. All right, let's see what's going on. As anticipated, brown with highlights is the one to beat, but red/burgundy is giving it a run for its money, okay? We have 203 votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. It could flip. It's close enough where it could flip. We still got a minute left. Get your vote in. Be a part of the community, okay? Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Oh, it's tied. Oh my gosh. This is a nail biter. Your votes matter, people. Every vote counts. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Burgundy pulling out into the lead. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. Brown with highlights, y'all were loud in the comments. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? There are still over 150 people who have not voted. If you care about this community, show up to the polls. You have 17 seconds remaining. Red burgundy just keeps taking the lead. Less than 10 seconds. It's gonna be red burgundy. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Exhilarating. Exhilarating. Brown did not pull through. The red people, they were quiet. That's what happens. Whoever's loud in the chat, it don't be working out. It don't be working out. So, I told y'all to build alliances. Okay? Build alliances. If you didn't see the poll, it's gone now, but it's usually a little icon right here. But, you know, we're doing red. Red burgundy. Let's get it. Pulling out all the red burgundy-ish colors I got. And I'm using my Caran d'Ache colored pencils tonight. And we're going to see what it do. I feel like to get like that real burgundy vibe, you need like kind of like some plum undertones in there. So I'm going to grab some of those as well. And we'll swatch and see what the vibe is. Okay. So, let's see what these are giving. All right. That's burnt sienna. Because, you know, we need our midtones. We need our deep tones, highlights, midtones, all that stuff. Because one thing I'm going to do, I'm a layer. Okay, I like this for the mid-tone. Has that deep reddish vibe. This is called Indian Red. This one is a little too pink for me. It's giving magenta. That's Carmine. All right, this is that plummy color that I think I want to use for shading. And this is called Dark Carmine. This is just literally straight up brown. Oh, that's mahogany. And then I need something bright, so either this one, this one's too orange, so not that. Okay. I need something that I can like use to transition in between these. All right. So I might have to use my Prismacolor because I think that's the color I want in between these two. Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm gonna be using my Prismacolor Crimson Red along with Indian Red and Dark Carmine. Put numbers under them to choose and then pick 3 colors. I let y'all already pick the color, so then this is where I come in. I gotta have a job for me. All right. So, and plus we layer, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of colors. Well, these are not markers, so you're gonna be real mad if you try to make it look like this with markers. But it's all about trial and error, you know? It doesn't have to look like mine. It can look like yours, you know? We all have our own style. In the Coloring Club, it just lights my heart up to see all the different coloring styles and techniques people use. There are people in there who I keep saying they're going to end up in the rotation. They think I'm playing. But they really doing their big one. So I'm going in with Dark Carmine first at the root. And just adding in a shadow root, if you will. You know. Just layering that. And, you know, I like to do a nice, light, scrappy layer first. Just to get a little something down on the page. Nothing too much, nothing too much. And I like the plumminess to it. Because when you put that red on top, it's gonna give that that burgundy kind of vibe. So coming in on top of that with the Indian Red. So you see them layered together. It's giving that depth that we're going to try to build as we move down her pony yoni. Make our way all the way down. This is from Volume 5, the Fall Edition. Yes, the eyebrows will match. The eyebrows will match. Okay. I have like this big, comfy poncho thing that my mom got me. She actually bought it for herself. But then she saw that I was very attached to it immediately. You know, anemic girls, stand up, woo-woo. And I have it on me right now, and I just feel so much more cozy. Because usually I'm in here shivering in my boots. Be cold, hands cramping. It ain't right. It ain't right. Thank you. So, and I'm just going back over it with dark carmine. Again, these are Caran d'Ache. Not me forgetting. I've done t-shirts multiple times in the past. Multiple times. There will be a t-shirt for Black History Month as well. Mr. Coco and I were doing our February planning, so there will be one. So it's just like, it's one of those things that it's a lot of trouble. It's a lot of trouble. It's a lot of effort. And everybody says they want t-shirts, and then I make t-shirts, and then nobody gets the t-shirts, and it pisses me off. I'm like, y'all told me to make t-shirts, and then you just buying the coloring books. Why you made me spend my coin? Okay? Why y'all made me spend my coin? The club gets first dibs. It probably won't have enough time for first dibs, but you know, y'all get your discount. First dibs are hard with things that are like outside of me. So I gotta find other ways to take care of my club coconuts. So I'm going to leave some highlights in this section for shine. So bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Okay. I love being a coconut. Oh, and I love you for being one. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. All the coconuts just brighten my day. Every single day. We do it for y'all. We do it for y'all. I'm still making my vision board. It's giving ghetto. But one of the things I said is that I'm not doing the all or nothing mindset this year. So it really doesn't matter that it's about to be January 5th. Like, who cares? Don't make it into something bigger than it has to be. So that's the vibe I'm on. I am actively working on it, and it will come together in God's timing. I don't want to rush it. Does it hurt coloring with your nails? I've never tried coloring with my nails. I don't know what would hurt about what would hurt. Look at that. Look at that. God said, see, have a smart mouth. Now I gotta break the tip of your colored pencil. It's very interesting. A lot of times people who don't have long nails are amazed by people who have long nails. Like, how do we do anything? And it really just don't be interfering with my day at all. It does not prevent anything for me personally. But coloring, definitely not. Like, if you ask me to pick a penny up off a tile floor, you know, you might catch a moment of desperation. You might. But I have strategies, okay? I have strategies. I didn't have long nails when I was changing diapers. That might give me a run for my money, but typically, I be chilling. Do I prefer coloring with color pencils or markers? I prefer coloring with everything all at once. I like mixed mediums. So doing only color pencil right now is, I'm in rare form. But I'm having a trauma response to what Miss Pastel Blue did to me 2 days ago. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna do something else. You asked me to pick up a penny with no nails. I might struggle. Yeah, true. What are you gonna do with the white stripe in her hair? Is this the same TikTok from yesterday? Nothing. Miss Pastel Blue ran out on me. The struggle was so serious. I had to get my tweezers. I flipped the tip. I was spraying alcohol on it. I was running in and out. Like, I had to leave y'all and come back only for it not to work. Like, it was a little too much for me, if I'm being honest. I needed to step away. I needed to step away. So we're gonna chill. And I haven't used my Caran d'Ache in a while because the packaging is a little overwhelming on this little desk I have. So usually I put it up and I don't reach for it that often. So I was like, you know what? This one's for you, Caran d'Ache. This goes out to you. You, my number one. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why I use I have like a little glasses wipe that I like gently shoo the shavings away so that it doesn't streak my page, because I've done that 900 times. Or I just blow. Because as soon as you do that, all those shavings, they're going to leave their mark. Okay? They want to be remembered. So, the red is looking good on her complexion. It's giving, I don't know. It's not Rihanna red, because when Rihanna went through that red phase back in like 2009, it wasn't the right red. It was giving Raggedy Ann doll. And as someone who in high school literally did all of Rihanna's hairstyles, she cut her hair into a bob, I cut my hair into a bob. She did that Good Girl Gone Bad, asymmetrical mohawk, whatever. I did that. I shaved my head, okay? Then she came out with that red wig. I said, this is where we're going to have to part ways. This is where we're going to have to part ways. And it was always matted. I saw her at the State Fair in Syracuse in 2009. And I was like, can someone get her a paddle brush just real quick in between sets? Just get the back. Because you know when you have a bad sew-in or a bad wig in that nape, it'd be bunching up into a fist on the back of your neck. It's not right. It's not right. And you could tell. It looked like she had snuck a weave croissant to the back of her neck. Okay? And I just wanted to brush it. Just one time. Just a little bit. Because why do y'all have my girl out here looking like this? It's not right. It's not right. No! Prismacolor, you're not representing yourself well with the Caran d'Ache, okay? Don't let them have you shaking in your boots. You're still number one, baby. You don't gotta be snapping under pressure. This is what you do. All right. So, it's giving blue marker trauma. I think the Prismacolor is just intimidated by the more expensive colored pencils, and she just doesn't have to be. She's that girl. So, she don't have to be. This is a Prismacolor. These are Caran d'Ache. So, I'm mixing. I am mixing. Because Caran d'Ache didn't have a red that I liked for this in between. And they're going together very nicely. So I am happy about that. They're layering just fine. So she draws and colors. I do. How do you become a mod? All the mod spots are filled. Do I press down hard with the color pencils? I wouldn't say hard, but I do apply firm pressure. I'm not trying to get carpal tunnel now. I just, I stand on business, but I ain't stomping on it, if that makes sense. So I just been layering these 3 colors and adjusting my pressure so that we can get variance in tone. So the shades of red that I'm using right now is dark carmine. The Prismacolor one is crimson red, and the Caran d'Ache mid-tone is Indian red. So I kind of want to blend out a little bit of where this leads to white. So I'm gonna see what the apricot is giving. I just want to have like a little more blended transition up there, so it doesn't appear as harsh. So I didn't forget anything, y'all. I'm still coloring, baby. I'm still coloring. I don't understand. All right. So all right, that looks a lot more blended. It's giving a lot more. What I also usually will do is, like, when in the hair specifically, I like to do a little bit of marker in the places that I want deeper, but I'll do that at the end because it needs to dry and I don't want to be continuing to color on top of it and smudge anything. But that's how you get the depth, because with color pencils and crayons, I feel like you can't get like the contrast that you want. Like, unless you use, sometimes I'll use black if I have to. I'm gonna see what it gives. Y'all see my poncho? But I am gonna go over it with like a deep purple in the areas where the hair is like bunched together. So I'm using super light pressure, just to see if this is gonna be worth my while, and it's not. It did a little something, but not enough for me to put my back into it. All right, so do I ever do silver jewelry? Not really. We did it one time and I didn't like I didn't like how it came out. But I told Chris I would try again, so we'll put it in the rotation. My gold formula is just so solid that it's hard for me to wanna do anything. Girl, I miss your vlogs. Well, I just posted a vlog less than a week ago. Check me out, check me out. I'm back. Perfect timing. Look at that. It's almost like I knew you were going to be here tonight, so I could tell you I'm back vlogging. So, Chris is here. Hey, girl. I use Caran d'Ache and Prismacolor colored pencils, sometimes Crayola, and also Amazon Basics. All right, now for the wet and wavy pony. Scoochity scoochie. Trying to get dinner done. Yes. Yesterday, was it yesterday or today? Yesterday I was eating and falling asleep. Today I was on the phone because y'all know I moved my hot girl walks to first thing in the morning. And as suspected, around 7 p.m. every day, I start glitching out. And I was on the phone with my sister-in-law. She was trying to do some sneaky planning for my husband's birthday. And she's talking away. And then I hear, "Are you really sleeping right now?" I'm like, "Huh?" And my husband was sitting there. He was like, "You literally just fell asleep while you were talking." Me? Can't be. I heard everything she said. So I thought, I didn't hear nothing. I was like, "Girl, you gotta go to bed on time." But because I've been falling asleep when I get off live, I'll be laying in that bed because I took an accidental nap earlier. But today, that was a real quick 30-second blackout. So, hopefully when I lay in that bed, I'll be knocked out. Because I can't live like this, y'all. I can't do it. I got things to do. My voice sounds like Beyonce. You know, it's not the first time I've heard that. Wait till you hear me sing, okay? That really blow your socks off. I'm being sarcastic. No one has ever told me I sound like Beyonce, especially not when I sing. Especially not. Beyonce. Hey, Beehive, it's me, Beyonce. I'm friends with someone who actually, Beyonce, New York. I am friends with someone who actually sounds like Beyonce. She says she doesn't sound like Beyonce. She sounds like Beyonce. Not when she sings. But her speaking voice is giving very much Beyonce. She's from Texas, too. Because when I first met her, I was like, is she doing that on purpose? Or is this like a bit? Or is this really how she sounds? But I definitely, I don't think I'm giving Texas. I don't think I'm giving Texas. At all. My fingers are cold. All right, blendity, 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 blend. I'm gonna do my first highlight right here. Am I going to make a kids one? Probably not. Probably not anytime soon. I will be doing something in that world, but not a book. But y'all will get what you're looking for. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Gotta do it for the kids. My books were available at Macy's last year. They will be available again this year. Around summertime. Summertime. We had to stop shipping because we moved into our house and it was going to be way too chaotic. And one of my resolutions last year was to identify when I am in over my head and start saying no, even when it hurts. So, did I want to pass those checks up? Absolutely not. Was I grateful that I did? Absolutely. And one thing about money and God, He brings it back tenfold. So, I listened. I wasn't hard-headed for once. Yay! And everything just fell into place. So, I got quite a few brand emails today. And I was like, what's going on? Then I was like, oh, it's about to be Negro season. All the brands are like, oh shit, Black History Month. Quick, find a black artist. We need a black girl stat. I'm like, why am I getting all these emails? Oh. They need their diversity bingo card punched. Yes, Corgi. Thank you, Kylie. So I'm like, this is Christmas part 2. But I'm very specific. So luckily there was a couple in there that I've already worked with. But I will investigate the hell out of a company, because the last thing I'm going to do is be attached to you and you on some bull. And now I look like I'm on some bull. Ain't no check in the world worth my reputation. Okay? And I've built my business in a way that I don't have to rely on anybody's checks. Okay? Built my own table. So if you want to come eat with me, you got to sit at my table. I'm not coming to yours. So act right. Thank you. Happy New Year, Mimi. I was asking about you. I was like, anybody see? I heard you was on a little vacation. I hope you were refreshed. Missed you. Life certainly has been life. That's one thing. This was a wild page to do color pencil only. A wild page. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Condolences, what happened? Let me scroll. No. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Prayers lifted. Prayers of comfort, peace. I'm so sorry. Damn. Yeah, that's lifing for you. For sure. So sorry to hear that. Are you going to blend multiple layers of pencil? Yes. Always. You're welcome, Mimi. And you know we're all here for you. Whatever you need. Well, not all, because I don't know all these people in here. But you know, the coloring curve. You know what I'm talking about. Just get in this. Love you, big back. I wasn't calling you big back. I love you big as well. Nah, I love you, Big Back. You know what I meant. Moving on up. We're working our way through this pony. She got too many bundles in. Too many bundles. It looks good though. This how full I want my ponytail to be, or I don't want it. But damn. Prismacolor and Caran d'Ache. My hand doesn't hurt yet, thankfully, but it's on its way. It's on its way. That's why I'm working my way up the layers. I'm glad it's satisfying for y'all to watch. I'm trying to decide if it's satisfying for me to do. I'm trying to decide, is it satisfying to do? Unicorn Purple Sparkles, can you scroll? Once you scroll, I'll do it. Coco, you so talented, I bet you know how to do hair too. I know how to do my hair. I know how to do my hair. Actually, no, I could do a little something. Because I wanted to do hair and makeup before I wanted to do art. So I've always had like a little passion in that, which shows up in my art, which is why, I mean, I literally went through all the things. I wanted to do makeup, and then I wanted to do hair, and then I wanted to do fashion design. I went to school for fashion design, so all of my pages incorporate hair, makeup, fashion. It's all represented. I went through all the phases, so. But I could definitely give you a very, very well done silk press. I could give you a snatched bun pony. I also I haven't met an edge I couldn't lay down, and I have Teflon edges. Okay, I've been training for this. I tell my edges to lay down and they stand straight up, every time. So I have put in the battle hours. Okay, so now I ain't scared of no edge. Okay, I'm not scared about no edge. People come to me like, oh, my edges, they never lay down. Have a seat. Have a seat. I know you're struggling. I'm here to give you relief, my sister. Okay? We're going to put them edges to bed tonight. And they're going to know who's boss. Period. Yeah, my gray hair, please. Please. I gotta arm wrestle them. Literally arm wrestle these gray hairs. And my gray, you know, I have like the skunk stripe straight down the middle. And which I always thought was like some sort of birthmark that I got because it came when I was like 9. But now I'm starting to think it was iron deficiency. But those front and center baby gray hairs, no. It's disrespectful. Have I ever had a stranger recognize me while walking around? Yes and no. I had someone who she was staring at me, and I was in Macy's, and she was staring at me, and then she was staring at the sign with my face on it, and then she was staring at me, and then staring at the sign. And then once I revealed who I was, she's like, I knew it. And she was so nice, and she spoke so much life into me, and she was saying how she loves the Matcha Mondays, and she was showing me her phone, and that she shows them to the kids at the school she works at. And it was a beautiful experience. It was lovely. But that's the only time. My best friend met a coconut out in the wild, but I don't think a lot of people like know me. Like, maybe if I was talking, maybe someone would recognize my voice. I feel like my voice and my hands are more recognizable than my face. Like, I don't think people know me for my face, because I post videos of my face all the time, and all the time is an exaggeration. I take that back. From time to time. And then my profile picture is literally me, but people just really see me coloring. So I think if I was coloring in a coloring book in a park or at the mall, people would be like, that's that girl from TikTok, you know? But I haven't had any encounters other than that one, which I'm happy about. I don't miss a coloring vid, but I promise I don't know how you look. See? My profile picture right there on the screen where you typed that. And people don't know. That's not what they're here for, okay? And I like it. I like it like this. I feel like it's the Sia effect. I can live in the world and no one knows it's me, okay? No one knows it's me. I'm just hiding out. I did teach myself how to do this. I went to fashion school and I took a couple classes on fashion illustration. I was not coloring by any means. But, you know, my fashion illustration was what got me into fashion to begin with. That was, you know, what I submitted in my portfolio when I went to school. I was supposed to go to the Chicago, Illinois Institute of Art, and I got scared and I chickened out right before I was supposed to fly out. And I was like, oh my God, where am I going to go to school? I can't stay here. I'll be a disgrace. So I remembered my best friend's big sister went to this small liberal arts school that had a fashion program out in like upstate New York by Syracuse. The college no longer exists. It did not survive COVID, RIP, Casanova College. But I had went with my best friend and her sister to the fashion show the year before. So I was like, okay, I know they have a program and they had open enrollment. So I applied super last second and I got in, which I think their acceptance rate was like, literally, if you can breathe, you can go here. You can go here. But it was the best decision I ever made because I got the one-on-one attention that I needed to grow and develop. I met my man, okay? And it was my origin story. It all started there on that little, beautiful, tiny, definitely racist campus. And I did what I needed to do, and I got my man and rolled out. And it's so crazy because I'm from the Albany area, Albany, New York, and my man, he didn't go to my school, but his little brother, who's my age, went to that school. And he was visiting his brother who was sick. Because, you know, if you know any West Africans or Caribbeans, like when somebody's sick, you got to send the firstborn son in with the remedies and all that stuff. So he came to campus to visit his baby brother. And he left with a wife, okay? He left with a wife. But his brother only went there for one semester. So if I didn't meet him then, it was going to be a wrap. And then his brother ended up transferring to U Albany. So I always think about him like, either way, I probably would have ran into him. Either here or there. Like, he was going to be around me. So I feel grateful that there would have been multiple opportunities. But I'm happy. Very happy. And now I was like sitting downstairs talking about after my senior collection, we did a senior collection fashion show. And all the seniors would have a showcase where they had to create like an entire collection and put together the entire production, from obviously creating the clothing, but to the music, the pace, the everything, the vibe of the show. So it was at Turning Stone Casino, for any upstate New Yorkers. And after the show, my parents had came, my aunt and uncle came. Obviously, my man was there. After the show, we were like, my parents, they went, did their thing, you know, being grown. And then me and my husband, my boyfriend at the time, we were like, oh, let's go find a little spot to have a little dinner. And there's this little steakhouse in the casino called Emerald's. And I was like, ooh, I bet you this is Emerald Lagasse's restaurant. Now, it was Emerald, like the color, like the mod, not Emerald. Okay, so 21-year-old Andrea thought she knew something. She did not know something. So I walk in there, we're sitting down. I'm like, this is not giving Emerald. This is not giving Bam. This is not giving anything like that. And my Mr. Coco Steak comes out. He was like, this is not where you think you are. I'm like, I don't think so. We left expeditiously. We're like, we'll just pay and we're gonna head out. But that's a really nice hotel. Like, I really enjoyed it. I would go stay there for a little weekend getaway. But it was nasty. Don't go to Emerald's. Go somewhere else. May the force be with you. Okay. Thank you. So, we're nearing the end of the bundles on this part. Then we have the other section. But I feel like the big daddy is done. We can coast from here on out. My hand still doesn't hurt. It still doesn't hurt. I am based upstate. I recently, now it's been 3 years. 4 years. It will be 4 years at the end of this month that I've been back. We were in Harlem, and then we were in, what's it called? North Bergen, New Jersey. And now we're upstate again. And we bought a house, so we're gonna be up here. We're gonna be up here. It's nice. It's a long commute, but commuting distance to New York. We're about 2 hours and change away to New York City, that is. And that's where my in-laws are. And obviously, I do a lot of work and stuff out there, so it's like the perfect spot. It's the perfect spot. Nice in-between suburban area where I don't have to pay New York City prices because y'all are bugged out for real. Jersey as well. I don't know what's going on with the housing market, but if you think I'm gonna pay $1 million for half a house, you got another thing coming, buddy. You got another thing coming. So we got a whole lot of house for a whole lot less, and it was a good choice for us. And kiddies are in a great school district. You know, I'm just living my soccer mom life, and it's very cozy here. I see how this happens. I see how people get sucked straight out of their city girl era. I see it. You get fed up. The thought of hearing someone's footsteps over my head right now. Because when I used to go live when we lived in our apartment last year, literally, because I lived underneath Bigfoot and Shrek. And of course, when you see them, the girl, I could tell when the girl was walking and when the guy was walking. The girl, I don't know if her heels had lead in them, but for her to be all of 5 foot and nothing and weigh 55 pounds soaking wet, I'm like, why are you walking around with Tim's with bricks in them? There's no reason for you to sound like that. And I be trying to do my little, you know, we be here vibing. We got the lo-fi music. It's obviously nighttime relaxing vibes. And here comes Fee Fi Fo Fum. Every time this guy takes a step, he's rattling the dishes in my cupboards. And when I said, you're literally rattling the dishes in my cupboard, he gonna say there's no way that's possible because my dishes aren't rattling. Well, I don't know, sir. Maybe your dishes are made out of plastic. But I have some nice china that I got for my wedding, and it's gonna shatter if you take one more step, Bigfoot. Now stop it. And I literally recorded him in my dishes, and I sent it to the leasing office and said, in case there's any more confusion on whether or not he's rattling the dishes, have a listen. Listen for yourself. Who makes that up? That thought would never even cross my mind. Never even cross my mind. To be lying on somebody like, I'm about to go upstairs and tell these people they rattling my dishes for no good reason. Can someone tell me why? And then I heard him. Now, mind you, apartments are not built like they used to be, okay? So if you're on the phone having a conversation and you're like next to a vent, it's now our conversation because I'm all up in it. I can hear everything you're saying, okay? And he gonna call his girlfriend after I had said something and say, she's saying that I'm rattling the dishes. And I told her, which here he go lying to his girl. I should have told. Yeah, he was acting like he was big and bad, and he wasn't giving none of that energy. But I'll let him tell his side of the story. He's gonna be like, I told her, well, maybe you should get a house. Maybe apartment living isn't for you. You told who that? You must have told yourself that in the shower when you were reflecting on the conversation of the things that you wish you had said. But you didn't say that to me. You didn't say anything of the kind, okay? I know you was up there punching the air, but you didn't say that to me unless you were trying to tell me right now through the vent. Other than that, big dog, that was a hallucination. Get that checked out. And I couldn't hear what she was saying, but you know, she was probably stroking his ego like, that's right. Girl, please. And you're lucky I went up and not Mr. Coco. Because that would have been a whole nother kind of conversation. Because when Mr. Coco gets involved, you know that man don't talk, okay? And if he has to talk, he's going to be pissed off. He's going to be pissed off. So, just be glad that it was me, sweet as pie. Sweet as pie. And did I ever tell you the one time where my neighbor across the hall hit me? That was in Jersey. That was crazy. I had a neighbor across the hall who was not well. I don't know what was going on with her, but it was obvious that she was not okay. She was an older woman, probably mid-50s, and there was an older man who looked like he was definitely past 70, okay? There were occasions where he referred to her as his daughter and occasions where he referred to her as his wife. I don't know who this man is, but he lived there. So it was already giving me spooks magooks, okay? I'm like, y'all are weird. So the first thing that happened was when I was preparing, exactly, I was preparing for Michael's first birthday party, and we were going to have friends over and everything. And as we're like getting everything set up, we get a knock on the door. And it's this older man, and he's like, hey, my daughter's trying to make something in the oven and it's just not working. Like, do you mind like looking at it? So Mr. Coco, being the nice man he is, he's like, sure. I'm like, you think I'm gonna let you go in there with these crazy people by yourself? So I went in there and my friend went in there. We rolled in deep, okay? So we get in there, the lady's like, Dad, it's almost done. I don't know what you're doing. He's like, it's not almost done. So we walk in and the oven is open and there's just one potato on a rack, not on a baking sheet, and just a potato on a rack, and the oven is not on. Okay? She's saying that the potato's almost done. The oven is not even on. It is ice cold. So I'm like, yeah, me personally, when I cook, I put the oven on. That's a personal preference. I don't know if you guys do it differently. But yeah, I always turn the oven on. That's like step one. So she was like, oh, I thought this was on. He's like, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Like being super gracious, you know. We really came in, saved the day. Love that for them. They can enjoy that one single potato amongst themselves. So that was my first interaction with them. Now, maybe 3 weeks later, I used to work from home. This is when I still worked at Macy's. So I used to work from home on Mondays and Fridays, okay? This was pre-pandemic, okay? It was very progressive. I loved it. I worked from home 2 days a week, which was perfect because Michael was a little boy, a little baby. So I'm on a call trying to handle business, and I just hear things like being thrown in the hallway, screaming, shouting, okay? And I'm like, there's just no way that this is happening right now while I'm on a call. So as soon as I get off the call, I open that door so quick. Like, what the hell's going on out here? I open the door up. And I'm thinking I'm going to see like things thrown, scattered all over the hallway. And I do. I see like a bottle of Windex. I see like various under the sink looking products. And then I see her dad, as if he was also one of the things that got thrown. He's sprawled out on the floor. I'm like, yo, what? What is going on? So I'm like, okay, this is not my business. These people are not okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and close my door. I'm going to close my door and mind my black ass business. And I'm going to just report it downstairs like, hey, old girl just threw her dad out the house physically. Like he's on the floor, sprawled out. So they come and they're like, hey, don't throw each other and keep it down. Cool. You would think that would be enough. No. So maybe a week goes by and it's been constant noise, throwing things, fighting, slamming doors. Not just like a one slam, like a triple slam. Slam, slam, slam. I'm like, there's no way I'm the only one that's hearing this. Like, where are all the other neighbors at? So one day I'm in the elevator with the lady who lives underneath her. And she's like, I've called the police on her multiple times. They said there's nothing that they can do. They're very familiar with her, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, I'm like, I'm getting really fed up. So one day she's in the hallway just screaming. And I open the door and I'm like, you have to stop. You have to. You're not the only one that lives here. Figure it out. You cannot do this. So she starts mocking me. She's mocking me. And at this point, I pull out my phone. And I'm laughing. Not on purpose. I want to be clear. It's a reflex. You know when someone's trying you and you're like, wow, this person thinks they're the only crazy person here. Isn't that funny? You think you're the only crazy one in this equation. Okay, fine. I give him a little giggles. And she starts pulling out her phone and acts like she's recording me. Except her screen is facing me. So the camera is recording herself. So I'm watching her record herself thinking she's recording me. Okay? So now I'm really getting the giggles. And it's not on purpose, y'all. It's not on purpose. And she comes over and takes her phone and smashes it into my phone. Child. The video ends with me following her into her apartment. Because I was like, I don't want to film this. And I really had to stop and remember, I need to go pick up my son. I need to go pick up my son. Because I thought I was really about to go. Child. Everything in me. It was like Jesus' hand came and touched my shoulder and said, don't do this. Go home. Go home. You have a child. So you know what? You're right. You're right. So I took that little footage. I went downstairs and I said, I'm going to show you this footage to the property manager. I'm going to show you this footage. And then I'm going to go pick up my son. And by the time I come back, I need to hear what the plan is. Because this cannot ever happen again. So you'll have approximately 12 minutes from when I leave to when I get back with my son to let me know what the plan is. Okay? So I left. By the time I came back, the police were there. And that is not a plan. That's not a plan. What are they going to do? Nothing. They came there like, do you want to press charges? No, I want to beat her ass. So what else do we got? Like, what? Press charges for what? So they're like, yeah, if you don't want to press charges, like there's nothing that the property managers can do. I'm like, how is that not like a violation of the lease? Like there's nothing in there that says you can't touch your neighbor. Like y'all want to add that in there? And then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to get anybody evicted. Like I don't want that either. But something's got to give. She's obviously not okay. So they were like, do you want us to like do something that will terminate her lease? Blah, blah. I'm like, you know what, y'all, forget it. Forget it. Just leave it alone. So her husband, whoever the hell, came up to me like 2 days later and was like, I'm so sorry. She's not well. She's not well. And, you know, I'm trying, but she's not well. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Just leave me alone, okay? Just leave me alone. Maybe 3 weeks later, like, is this the story that never ends? It might be. Like 3 weeks later, Mr. Coco is driving down into like the parking lot and he sees someone rolling on the ground in a parking lot. Do you think that's safe? He goes out there and of course it's her. And he picks her up and he walks her all the way to her apartment and lets her in and sits her down and leaves. I'm like, how many tests? How many tests? I don't understand. How many tests are we going to have before I get some relief? I can't take it anymore. Eventually, she got herself in so much trouble that she did get evicted. Not because of me. And honestly, I ain't never seen her go anywhere for gainful employment. So I don't know if she was collecting disability or what, but that apartment was not cheap. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was just came down to the money, because it didn't seem like they really cared about her behavior. So that was that. And then I had a neighbor who moved in below us who was a neighbor from hell as well. And I dropped something in my apartment when we were moving out. I dropped like a wooden thing that was a part of our bed. And of course it was loud as hell. It scared me. So, you know when someone drops something in the apartment above you, because it's a sudden boom and then that's it. She called the police on me. She called the police. They were even there like, yeah, we just have to show up and say that we came here. I was like, I literally dropped something. They're like, yeah, she said that. I'm like, what? That apartment, never again. Never again. Absolutely not. The apartment we lived in up here was the best apartment we ever lived in, besides Bigfoot and Shrek living upstairs. Other than that, you put a work order in. Don't put no work order in if you ain't ready for them to come, okay? Don't be like, okay, I'm gonna put the work order in, then I'm gonna hop in the shower and get ready. As soon as you hit send, knock, knock. Maintenance. I'm like, damn. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get the day started. I liked that. The only thing that happened was I bought this really, really, really nice wig for my vacation this summer. And somebody took it. Somebody took it. And Michael, my son, was like, maybe we can put up signs that say, have you seen this wig? I said, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think the missing person sign works on wigs. He's like, well, we could sit outside and see if anyone is wearing it. I was like, yeah, I guess. He was like, I'm trying to get my mama's wig back. He was like, yeah, at school sometimes they put up signs when things go missing and the parents are really mad about it. They put up signs. So we could go walk around and put up signs. I'm like, bless your soul. You are so pure and innocent and just trying to help. And I love it. But no missing wig signs. I just had to take that L. I still think about it though. I still think about that wig. I should hit up the company like, I'll do a review. If y'all see a wig review on my channel, don't ask nothing. I had to do what I had to do to get my wig back. Don't ask me nothing. Just like it and keep swiping. I'll color a picture of the wig, okay? So it's darker because this part is overlapping this part. Thank you. Katie's back. Katie was gone too. And she's back. I was wearing press-ons. They were falling off. I was getting embarrassed. I was trying to buy Legos for Michael for Christmas. And I was trying to get my debit card out of my card holder. And I put my finger in. The card came out. The nail stayed in. The nail was in my card holder. I'm just trying to play it off. We all know what we saw. We all know what we saw. And we were all polite enough to just keep it moving. All you need to know is this card's gonna go through. I'm going through something right now. I'm going through something. One of your tracks. No, not the tracks. Not the tracks. I did have a ponytail fall off at a track meet once. That definitely altered my brain chemistry. The bun stayed at the start line. Very embarrassing. And the way, I'll never forget, Monique, if you're watching this, Monique, my high school track mate, you didn't have to laugh like that. You did not have to laugh like that. Because I thought she was going to pass out. I'm still mad at you for that. I love you too. She could not breathe. She couldn't even do the race. So many things happened. I'm like just thinking about all these traumatic things of like where I was in motion and a part of my body or something on my person did not come with me. Because at another track meet, I was eating a Nature Valley bar and I bit into it and I was chewing and I was talking. And my friend was like, "You got something black on your tooth." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "You got something black on your front tooth and it almost looks like it's not there." And I put my tongue on my tooth only to realize my tooth isn't there. The tooth is not there. So I am crunching on a Nature Valley bar and my front tooth. And of course, my first instinct is to just spit everything into the grass. So now, where's my tooth? Don't know. Don't know. And you know what my coach says? On the line. On the line? My tooth is gone. On the line. So a little backstory to that. Because the Nature Valley bar did, in fact, break my tooth, but it re-broke an already broken tooth that I broke in second grade initially when I was smiling and laughing and running with my eyes closed and ran into a wall. And obviously it snapped my tooth. I was in the after school program. It's very vivid in my mind. I was trying to be funny. I was like, or we could play with our eyes closed. I remember that line so vividly. I just thought I was doing it. Ran into a wall, broke my tooth. Jimmy at the water fountain took a sip of the water as I was waiting and said, "Smile." I can see it all very clearly. And by see, I mean recall, because y'all know I'm mind blind. Anyway, my mom was out of town for a business trip, so it was just me and my dad. He got me a cheeseburger sub, which was my favorite, to try and cheer me up, except I couldn't eat it because I was missing my front tooth. I just kept obsessing over the fact that it was my big girl tooth, okay? Of course, it couldn't be one of my baby teeth. It was a brand spanking new, fresh off the lot, big girl tooth. Snapped. Go to the dentist. They're like, "Ooh, you're way too young to get like a crown or anything like that." So here's what we're going to do. This is like, I saw this. He literally was like, "I saw this in a dental magazine and I've been wanting to try it and you're a perfect patient for it." That should have been a red flag. But you got to do what you got to do. So he basically took the adhesive that they use to glue the little squares onto your teeth for braces, and he glued my tooth back into my mouth. Now let's think about how stable that would be, boys and girls. Let's think about how that would look. Because it wasn't like I chipped it in half. It was like there was barely any tooth left. There was like a little sliver at the top and the rest was broken. He glued it back together. He said, "This is the best that we can do for such a little mouth." Great. Fast forward to 4th grade. I'm sitting in the living room. I lived in Portland, Maine. I'm sitting there. I'm watching Recess, as one does on a Saturday morning. And I go to take a sip of my juice, and the glass hits my tooth in the exact perfect spot to just snap my tooth in half again. Okay? Snapped my tooth in half. Go back, and they're like, easy fix. We'll just glue it back. Okay? So my next career phase needs to be storytelling. I don't know where, I feel like these are like good stories that I can't believe I haven't said before. They're like flooding back to me. Maybe I just unlocked like the trauma box back then. So I break the tooth again. They're like, light work, no reaction. Glue that bitch back together. Yeah, one more time for old time's sake. They glue it back together. Great, love this for me. And it holds. It holds all the way until I'm 16 years old at a track meet, eating a Nature Valley bar. Which brings us back to the original story. Now, losing your front tooth in 2nd grade is normal. No one would have even thought anything about that. Losing it in 4th grade, still very normal. 4th graders tend to not have a lot of their teeth at any given time. Okay? I don't play about my teeth or my nails. Now you see why. Now you see why. Leave the Nature Valley bars alone. Listen, those things are cement blocks cosplaying as granola, okay? There's nothing granola about that. It's not edible. So, all of that stuff happening in elementary school is no big deal. But being 16 with a missing front tooth, that's not allowed. That's not okay. That's not acceptable. And I won't stand for it. So they're like, hey, you're at the age where we can like actually give you a good tooth, okay? And my mom was like, I'm not playing with this nonsense anymore. And they were like, I can't believe that in Maine, they glued your tooth back together. We would never do that in New York. Great. Good to know. So my mom's like, I don't care what it costs. I want the Rolls Royce of teeth, okay? I want the Maybach. So they custom color match. They do all this stuff. I got to go stand in the sunlight. I got to come inside. Look, they're doing all kinds of stuff. And they're like, okay, this is going to be the perfect tooth. It will be ready in 4 weeks. What will be ready in 4 weeks? My tooth? Okay, so what am I supposed to do for the next 4 weeks? What am I supposed to do for the next 4 weeks? I can't miss 4 weeks of school. Of course you can't. Of course you can't miss 4 weeks of school. You're going to go to school without your front tooth for a month. So I experienced at 16 years old a month of high school with no front tooth. I did not laugh. I did not smile. Nothing was funny. Nothing brought me any joy, and I would smile to myself inside. I talked with my lips down. It changed how I smiled for like 3 years because I got so used to like covering my tooth with my lip. My high school boyfriend said I looked like a toddler. That ended shortly thereafter. Yeah, not my best moments, okay? Not my best moments. But when I got that tooth, okay, I still got that tooth. I still got that tooth. I do want a new one now, though. I don't know what I want, but I want a redo. I want a fresh one. I got a root canal. I did all the things. It's healthy. It's shiny. It's, no one ever notices until I tell them. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I want the Ferrari now. I want that new, okay? Teeth done changed since then. I don't want veneers. I still want my, like, smile. I don't know, I like when people's teeth look like teeth, you know? I feel like I would look so different with veneers. I want my teeth, so I think I'm just gonna get a new crown and call it a day. Cause this crown is sturdy. They put that thing on, okay? They put that thing on. But it's not the right shape anymore. Like, my teeth have matured. It's like wider than the other front tooth. And they're like, do you want to like file down the other one and just get two front teeth that like are exactly the same? And I'm like, something about you filing down a perfectly good tooth is not sitting well with me. So no. Just do the best you can. Just do the best you can. What color pens am I using? These are Caran d'Ache and Prismacolor color pencils in the color dark carmine, Indian red, and crimson red. That was a lot of hair. Wow. We did it. We did it. Oh, child. The hair drained me. Have you done pink in hair for any drawings? A quick scroll on my page could answer that for you. I can't remember. I think I have multiple times. Okay. What an adventure that was. Let's talk lip color. Let's do something simple. Give my hand a rest. Where can we purchase the pencils? I have a link in my bio that has my favorite coloring supplies, or you can use good old Google, Amazon, any other search engine of your choice. Bing if you're into it. Okay. Peachy pink. Oops. PC. Peachy / pink. Red. Brown liner with gloss. Mocha / brown all over. And then I'll do maroon. That should be good. All right. I'm going to start the poll. The poll should appear somewhere in this region once it is available. Okay? So I am going to put the poll together right now. As always, vote in the poll, not the comments. The comments don't count for nothing. All right, lip color. Option A, peachy pink. Option B, red. Option C, brown liner with gloss. I assume the inside will be like a natural kind of pinky tone. And then mocha or brown all over the lip. And then lastly, maroon. Okay. Vote in the poll. The poll is only 1 minute, y'all. It's just the lips. So you need to show up to the polls and show up quickly. You have 45 seconds left. Show up in the poll. Show up in the poll. I knew y'all were going to do the liner because you guys want to know how would I execute that in a coloring book. Because I, too, am wondering how I'm going to do that with colored pencil. Brown liner. In the lead. There's no stopping it. There's way too many of y'all in here to only have 400 votes, less than 400 votes with 14 seconds left. If y'all don't care about this community, about this page, then you say that, okay? 2 seconds left, 1 second. All right. Brown liner with gloss. So, if you didn't get the poll, you probably just didn't know where to look. Happens to the best of us. It's usually in this region when it's available. All right. We did it, Joe. We got it. We're here. Hey, Eric. I ain't seen you in here. All right. So, let me get my mad scientist hat and start figuring out how we are going to execute this in a way that I like. There has to be some nudes. There has to be some pink. All right. So that's like a nice nudie color that we can use. I'll also put like a thin layer of skin tone down underneath it. So it'll be like this on top of that. And then for the liner, we'll do the darker one that will fade into that one. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to use, these are Caran d'Ache colored pencils. We're gonna do a combo of English red, salmon, mahogany, and Venetian red. This is the combo. All right, let's get into it. First thing I'm gonna do is put a layer of skin tone down. This is one of the 7 colors I used for her skin, just to give us a very natural base color to work off of. Then I'm gonna come in and do salmon. And I'm gonna really concentrate this in the center. Okay, that's gonna be our nudie pink natural base. And then I'm going to blend with the Venetian red to kind of transition us into what's going to be the darkest color. I always make the top lip slightly darker than the bottom, so I'm going to really heavily go in on the top lip with the Venetian red and do a lighter version on the bottom lip. Okay, it's already eating down. Okay, and now I'm gonna come in with mahogany and line that lip graw. Line it up. Stunning. Eating down, eating down, eating down. Yes, mama. Okay, yes. Okay. And I'm just blending. It's giving. Yes, they're in my Amazon store. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And now, where is my white? My little shorty. Love her. She reminds me of me. Standing at a whopping 5'1.5" tall. And I blame my dad because he's called me shorty all my life. He's only called me Andrea maybe 5 times in the last 30 years. It's always shorty. In the piece de resistance, the white mini Pasca. To add that glossy. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And now it's a shiny lip. Period. Light work. It's what I do. Okay? It's what I do. Get into it. I'm gonna let you get up and close. Okay? You said brown liner with gloss. I gave you brown liner with gloss. Now, can someone recreate this for me in real life? Because that's what I want my lips to look like every day. Okay? I had to make up time. That hair took us behind schedule. Okay. So, let's talk eyeshadow. This is where things can get real complicated, okay? Don't have her out here with the lips looking like so juicy, and then you got her looking like Mimi from the Drew Carey show with the eyeshadow, okay? So, eyeshadow. Brown / bronze, we'll put that together. It's kind of the same vibe. Okay, gold. Okay, blue, that's scary to me. Teal. Okay. One more. Red and black. Alright, I'm seeing denim. That'll be our last choice. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of green. I'll give that to y'all. Even though I'll reserve my opinions. Okay. We're in. Let's do it. Text poll. Okay, eyeshadow. So we have brown bronze. I'm going to put gold on that line too because when I really actually draw it, it's all going to be the same. I can't get that level of differentiation between those, you know. Blue. I'm gonna do blue / teal because I saw a lot of people say pink at the end, so I'm trying to group these together so it's not crazy. Green and pink. All right. I'm gonna let y'all have it. And go. Vote in the poll. Do you see the little clipboard where I'm pointing with a clock counting down? That is the poll. It's right there. It's right there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Brown, bronze, gold. It's coming in strong. Clipboard with the countdown. Clipboard with the countdown. Okay. The votes are coming in strong today. The votes are coming in strong. Click the poll. Click the poll. It's right there. What color eyeshadow? Brown, bronze, gold, winning by so much. Nothing could even come back if they tried. Okay? I'm going to end this poll early after we get to like 500 votes. If we get there, we'll see. All right, I'm just going to end it. It's taken. It's just the gap is widening. No one can overthrow that. Honestly, great job, guys. There were some curveballs in there. This could have went, hey. Could have went all the way left. Okay? Could have went all the way left. I know the OGs were in here sweating. Sweat dripping down the brow. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna like smoke it out a little bit. So I'm just trying to find my tribe, my triple threat. If blue green would have won, I would have cried. Yeah, that would have been a different look for sure. It would have been. I get my coloring books, I make them. Most of them are sold out, but the link to my shop is in the bio. So I'm just kind of layering into a deeper crease. So I have like a little peekaboo lid on that side. All right. And now I'm just going to smoke it out just a bit. I don't want it to give 2016 eyeshadow, but you know, a little drama never hurt anybody, okay? A little drama. Okay. And for the record, I was wearing 2016 makeup in 2010. Hey. I was outside during the business casual in the club era. I was there, okay? I was there. So, beat that. I went through all the eras. Okay, it's nice, it's subtle. It's giving. Had the layers in the club. Had the 2 camisoles, a blazer, and a belt on top. Hey, it may be a scarf. I don't know. Depends on the day. But I was there. I was there. All right. I can add a little sparkle. Walking into the club business meeting already. You never know. You never know. You went in there for the shots, and next thing you know, you're doing your elevator pitch for a Fortune 500. It could happen. You don't want to be caught slacking. You always got to be ready. You just never knew. Stunning. Yep, I remember my friend went and got like this polo. It was like the most Baps blazer you could ever have. It was like blazer, but Baps. It was so tacky. Oh my God. And I know you just couldn't tell her nothing when she got it. She came, she was walking different. She really did her big one in that one. And I love that for her. She probably still got it. She probably still got it. Okay. Earring. Let's do this. Shoulder pads just swinging. I still don't get, as a member of the big back community, I still just don't understand shoulder pads. I haven't seen a shoulder pad that made sense to me. Even as a fashion designer, I designed something with shoulder pads and was like, this would look better if I didn't do that. This would look better if I hadn't done that. All right. Pearl, gold, burgundy, pink. Pearl, gold, burgundy. What the? Burgundy? Burgundy? How do you spell burgundy? Burgundy. And no, it wasn't pink, was it? Yeah. Burgundy. I knew it. I should have stuck with my instinct. I went to school for fashion, y'all. Green, black, silver. We'll do silver. All right. Pearl, gold, burgundy, pink, silver. All right. Y'all know how this goes. I'm gonna hit the pose. Earring. So we have pearl. We have gold. We have burgundy. It's crazy because I spelled it right on the same sheet and then I just doubted myself. Pink and silver, my arch nemesis. All right, here we go. 1 minute, y'all, on the clock. The clipboard with the countdown is where you need to vote. Right here. Should be here for all of y'all. Vote right there. Vote right there. All right, gold taking the lead real quick. 196 votes in. That's not good enough. There's 30 seconds left. What's going on? Is it frozen? Do you guys not see the poll right there? Are you all asleep? What's happening? Poll right there, 15 seconds. Gold won. Why did it freeze at 196? Am I frozen? Okay. Oh, now it says 408 votes. Sorry, y'all. The counter had stopped for me. All right, gold. Pearl was a close second. Pearl was a close second. Okay. I was asleep, but I can't vote. Okay. So, we can do some rosy tones to it. We could do that. Now, gold with colored pencil. I don't necessarily have a winning combo for that yet. So we're gonna have to see what it's giving. If I come up with a winning combo, I will let y'all know. Okay, those are basically the same. And then this for the accents. Yeah, that looks good. For blending, we could do apricot. Okay, cute. And then for the deep. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with apricot. Is this apricot? Am I making things up? No, this is apricot. Okay. Starting off with the Caran d'Ache apricot. Throwing this down. Hungry, but it's 4 a.m. I mean, it's about to be time to get up soon. It's almost time to get on up. Alright, I'm leaving a little highlight spot. I'll put like a little tiny bit of pink and give it like a tiny bit of rose without it distracting too much, but I see the rose gold community is loud in the comments, so I'll give y'all a little tinge. Okay, so now I don't think I've ever like truly colored rose gold. I think it was Bree in the coloring club who did rose gold. Like, it was crazy. Like, it looked like you could pick it up off the page. All right, just going around the edge. It was too good. Oh, it's 10:51. Thank you. All right. It's 10:51 in my hood, but for some of y'all, your hands don't hurt when you color. I'm doing pretty good right now, but there are definitely times where I'm throwing up gang signs involuntarily, okay? Wake up, my hand's in the Arthur fist, and I can't open it. I'm like, hello? What's going on? No response. $6.62. What kind of time is 6:62? Oh, 6:52. Oh my, what? Yeah, what? Your health teacher taught you gang signs. Now, why would they do that? I know, like... Don't work. Alright. Now... Alright, this looks pretty golden-y. It's coming together quite nicely. These are Caran d'Ache color pencil. $7.53 in California. You know, I had to represent y'all. Stunning. Stunning. Oh, me and Kay said it at the same time. one thing about it, I'm always count on Kay for the stunning reminder, okay? Kay's gonna come in with the stunning reminder. Stunning. All right, you know my cutoff is 11, so we're gonna have to let's do nails next. Let's keep it light. All right. Nails. Could someone answer this person, Rika Baby, about Alaska? I think she thought it was Google on here. Red, green, pink. Red, green, pink. French. That's new. To Katie Brown. Okay, I'm seeing orange and purple. All right. All right. And when we say French, is white tip French. Because I'm not going to do another vote of what color French. It's just the way the French folks wanted it. All right. Let's do a poly-po. Nails. We've been doing good tonight, y'all. Y'all have been relatively well behaved. I know the mods have been shielding me, so who knows what really happened. I'll get the tea in the Discord later. But as far the view from this side of town, it's been real nice working with y'all. Okay? Keep up the good work. Gold star for the coconuts tonight. Gold star. Orange. Purple is always going to make their way into a poll. They don't care if they win or not. They want representation. Okay? All right. The poll is under review. TikTok is late. Like, y'all have something else to review. We over here coloring. There's probably someone doing something illegal right now, and you want to review my poll. Thank you. Okay. The poll is up. The poll is up. Get in the poll. Get in the poll. Get in the poll. If you are voting in the comments, it doesn't count. Get in the poll. Get in the poll. Let's see what's going on here. French is in the lead. French is in the lead. I like that. I like that. I've never done French in a coloring page. I don't think I've even done it digitally. And I always keep at least one French on me. I always keep a French on me. I love a French. Mine is a gold confetti kind of French right now. She's not going to get that. She's going to get a regular French. Okay? Because she's getting a free manicure. I paid a lot of money for this. So she's going to take what she gets. She's going to get what she gets, and she's not going to get upset. French it is, y'all. Frenchy, Frenchy, French, y'all. All right. The key to any good French, to me, is what is the base color, okay? I like a nice pinky nude. I don't want it to be too dark. I don't want it to be too light, okay? It needs to be that perfect, and it varies for everyone's complexion, and that's something that Katie understands, okay? Katie be matching it up. Don't give me no milky base. What are you doing? What's going on here? Do I need to get the authorities involved or what? Let's keep this peaceful. So I'm going to do a very very light skin tone underneath because your finger is under your nail. So you get a little of that coloration in real life. Then we're gonna do a little bit of this salmon pink on top. Do y'all say salmon or salmon? There's a right answer, and then there's salmon. That is not correct. That L, she's just there for the vibes. She's just there for the vibes. It's salmon. Now, I have been told, you say salmon. Salmon. Okay. What's the word that my husband says that drives me crazy? Fillet. I was like, please, filet, Frenchman, filet. Ignore that T. Ignore it. He says pizza. Put the T, take the T off of filet and put it in pizza. I didn't make the language, okay? I just live here. That L needs a voice too. It doesn't. Now, one word that I've been told I don't say right is calm. Like CALM. I take the L out of there too. Because in my head, what's the difference? You spell salmon SALM. I say calm. I say balm, like lip balm. I can't be bothered with calm. What the? I almost choked on my tongue saying that. Calm. Say oil. I say oil. I don't say oil. Oil. I say oil. But OUR gave me a hard time for a long time. To the point where I was like, do I have a speech impediment? Because it's pronounced like the time, like hour. But it was coming out crazy. Down here they say Earl. Earl? Burl? What the hell is Burl? Instead of, is that supposed to be boil? Owl. Like bowl. What? Yeah, she from Louisiana. Andy is. Oh, we got someone from Wales. Hello. Hello. All right. But y'all granny say wash. Wash is, that's a generational. But that might be some people in the South too. Oh, let's just redefine that. I'm trying to figure out how I can really define. I like a defined French. Well, when I lived in Maine, they used to say idea. I have an idea. And Italian. Do you have any Italian dressing? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Bagel. Bagel. I think PA says bagel too, actually. And Italian. My friend from Pittsburgh says that. Italian is crazy. I can't. Philly say bagel. Wow. The first time I heard it, I genuinely didn't know what they were asking. Like, ooh, do you like the New York bagels? I'm like, is that a sports team? New York Bagels? I don't know. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that team. What sport is that? It's bagel. Bagel. Alright. So, I do not sell on Amazon. Do you say McDonald's or McDonald's? McDonald's? What? I say McDonald's, not McDonald's. I say McDonald's. Okay, she classy. She classy. She got her Mickey D's classic. Well, my friend who's Australian, they say Macca's. She's like, do you want to go to Macca's? Macca's? What'd you call me? Say it to my face. She's like, no, it's McDonald's. All right. This is good progress. This is good progress. The hair took a long time. That took up the majority of this. And I apologize. But as you know, I've been falling asleep mid-conversation and while eating a meal. Therefore, 11 p.m. is the time to log off. So, it's very important, children, that you all report back here. Not tomorrow, it's my man's birthday. But we will do a special coloring edition on Saturday or Sunday to finish this page. So if you are not following me, if you do not have your notifications on, you are at risk of missing out. Okay? I will tell Mr. Coco that you all sent all the birthday wishes. But this is plenty of time. We did excellent. You guys did an excellent job. This looks stunning. It's cohesive. So let's keep that energy. I want the blue and teal gang to reflect and try again when we reconvene. Okay, everyone, build your alliances. I want you guys to be tip-top shape when we get back to this, okay? So, thank you guys. I will tell Mr. Coco that you all said happy birthday. My little grumpy Capricorn, he will be reluctantly positive. Thank you, Chris. Chris was throwing these bows all night. Love you. And I will see you guys, let's say Sunday. I will see you all Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. Good night.